A moment. Oh, I just had a little mini attack here because I thought I saw what I was looking for, but it's not. I don't know where they are. Remember last time I was looking for my, um, what do you call these thingies? Stitch markers? I can't find my big container that I have of it. Where the heck did I put it? Somewhere safe, no doubt. Welcome, welcome everybody to Saturday's weekly crochet meeting here in the yarn room. And I'm going to tell you all about my stuff while we're crocheting together. So when you pop in here, guys, let me know what you're making. Hey, Amy, good morning. Tell me what you're making, what you're not making, what's going on in your crochet world, or whatever you want to talk about. I'm going to be here, okay? So I'm going to put you a little closer. And I might tilt you down. I'm sorry. I'm always angling this stuff whenever I'm on here live, but you know, that's me. It wouldn't be me. Okay. I'm still working on this Beetlejuice jacket. I didn't want to show my son-in-law, but I had to because I wanted him to try it on because if I went, hold on just a second, guys. Okay, I went on to do not disturb so I would not be disturbed, but then I disturbed you guys. Good morning, Shatika. Thank you for the wonderful blessings. You're working on the beaded bag, Amy. Nice. It keeps getting twisted. I wonder if you know how whenever you're crocheting and you crochet in the round, the seam gets twisted. I want, and to fix that problem, you would just have to work backwards and forwards and switch directions every row. Is that something maybe that you should have done? I don't know if it's too late to do it now. How far along you are on it? Okay, I had him try this on, and the sleeves, as I suspected, were tight because they were tight on me too. And I said, I'm just going to take it apart. No big deal. Just cut the, the how I attached it. Then I come up to this part. I forgot I had added a 3 rows of single crochets around the bottom just to give it a band. Now I have to take that out. So I'm going to have to find that. Where the heck is that? So this is what I'm going to be working on. So repairs. I've never done this before. I've never taken apart anything to redo it. I've just kind of like left it there and said, forget it. It's beyond help. But you know what? I have to do it because I want this for him. Okay, and then you just pull a little bit and see where it's coming from. That's what I do. I pull the thread a little bit and I can see where it's pulling from. Yeah, it's pulling from there. Why doesn't it want to come out? Oh, maybe not. Okay. Oh, there you are. There you are. Okay. Ah! Scissors flying, scissors flying. Okay, let's see. Okay, so I need to figure out how to get this undone. You know that where you just pull the thread. I know that there is a way. Bye. Love y'all. Bye. Bye. Anyways, my daughter and my son-in-law are leaving on a vacay, and I already gave them their goodbye hugs and their mama talk and all that stuff that they don't need, but I need to say. Do you ever do that, right? And then we did something funny. We need a code word because I was laying there thinking, yeah, they're going to share their location with me. What if someone kidnaps them? Or worse. And then what if they steal their phone? I'm sorry, I just spit again. Um, I've been spitting all morning when I'm talking. I don't know why, what's happening. Sometimes that happens to me. I'm so sorry. Um, and what if somebody steals their phone? And this is all Angie worries, you know what I mean? Steals their phone and I text them and I'm like, hey guys, are y'all okay? We're okay. And I get the message and I'm like, but it wasn't them. They just answered generically. I said, we need a family code word. I'm not going to tell you what it is, but we have the funniest family code word that only we would know. And it was something I misheard. I thought they said, but they didn't say. So it's pretty funny to us. Anyways, so do y'all have a family code word? I told my husband we need to think of one in case there's an emergency, or if somebody calls you and says, "Mom, can you wire me whatever? I'm in such and such place." No, I didn't tell you where I was at, but I need money because they're taking me to jail, or they said they're, whatever. And I'm going to say, what's our family word? And yeah. Okay, so I'm going to do something. I'm going to cut this, which is not good, but it's going to be faster. I just don't want to cut my real edge. Oh, my dogs are crying for them. They want them back. Let's see if that's going to be more helpful to me. Okay, let's see who's here. Ooh, Yaya Sewing and Crochet. Good morning, good morning. Thank you for coming into the yarn rooms. What is this? Weekly crochet meeting. Where Angie the Confused lives. Okay, so yeah, no, this did not help me. I don't know. Uh-oh. 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 Somebody wants them. Thank you for coming into the yarn room and our weekly meeting. I was going to say a little bit more together here, but not going to lie. Thank you, Yaya. Yes, Beetlejuice sweater, cardigan in the middle of summer. And I took apart the white seam here because my idea is I'm only going to put white on here to make it a little wider. And the armhole is going to go a little lower. So I have a seam marker, stitch marker here. But now working down this way, and I'm just going to work down first because I'm okay with that. Let me cut this a little bit so it's not in my way all the time. The mess we make for ourselves. Well, at least me, at least me. And then where is this one at? Well, there it is right there. Okay. Come on, people. Come on, people. Come on, yarn. And my worst thing the thing I hate the most when I'm sewing is ripping out seams. And I guess it goes for yarn also. I wish I could find that one that just, oh yeah, it might be right here. Hold on. Oh no, my dogs figured out how to come in. They left the door open a little bit. Come on, Cha-Cha, sit down. Don't be asking anything of me. We're working, we're busy. Okay, so here it is. How do I take this out? How do I unravel it? I'm sorry I'm ignoring you guys, but I'm very, very upset right now with this. Let's see. Oh, Favorite. Hello. Welcome in. Thank you, Yaya. Thank you for loving my channel. I keep it real. You're making a poncho. Yay. And you know what I'm going to tell you? I want to see it. Go to my community post and post a picture of it. Nobody will ever be bothering me there. You can just post and post and post your pictures. The only thing I ask is to be kind, everybody to be kind. And I have no doubt that my people here will be kind. Okay, so here we go. This is how I did this one. The bottom part, I just looped it. Let's see. How did it come undone? Okay, don't even. Just go with what you know, Angie. Go with what you know. Oh my gosh, what a mess. I kind of wanted to give him mine, because this one fits me and it would fit me perfectly. But I want him to have his own, and I'm making his a little different with more purple because he loves purple. I'm glad he's not here. I'm talking about it, but he doesn't know. I didn't want him to see this, but I had to have him try it on. Sorry. Itchy nose. Let's see. thing, I told you that after I finish this here real quick, I'll talk to you about something. Oh my gosh. Is that going to do it? Is that going to do it? Okay. Which is the one that pulls on this one? This one. Okay. Let's see if that pulls on this one. Look. Satisfying. Satisfying. That's the thread I'm looking for. Ah. Now it's open. It's open. Okay, good. Now, the thing is, now to get the cuff off. And I decided to cut it, and it really didn't help because I did not cut deep enough, but I'm scared to cut it deep enough. I don't want to cut my actual sleeve. I think I'm getting it though this time since I know what it looks like. Where the, yes, don't cut your sleeve. I'm not going to be sitting here unraveling, backwards crocheting is what I would call it. I just want to cut that first little knot on the top of that first row because then I know it will be out. Let's see. Okay. See? So now I could just do this maybe. And it's ugly, people. Don't look. If you're squeamish, don't look. Don't look. Could hurt you. It hurts me. Monotonous, but necessary. Okay, that, oh good, that is not one that needs to come out. I don't want to unravel the, trying to remember my thinking of whenever I sewed this. Okay, so this is going to be the, and I'm going to leave that on just in case. Ooh, okay, just in case. Oh yeah, that's part of this. Okay, good. Ay, ay, ay. Angie, why? Okay, so now it's open all the way from the sleeve. I'm going to add white to one of these, and actually to make it even, I needed to make them 2 on each side. I wonder if I should make 3. It was tight, but not that tight on him. He might need more than that. I might need to do white, and black. More room in the armpit is always better than no room in the armpit. Does anybody agree? Granny rockin', yes I am. But usually because I'm almost falling over. That's why. I'm usually rocking because I'm about to fall out the chair. Okay, let's see. I need to cut a little bit closer than this one right here. I was too scared. Now I'm a little bit more confident. Don't get overconfident, Angie. You'll cut something you're not supposed to, and then you'll be crying and starting all the way over again. No, I would never start all the way over again. Never say never. Dang it. I keep this little wooden needle hook canister. I can never open it. A friend gave it to me. It's to put your needles in and you could save it. And I guess if I used it more, I would be able to wear it down a little bit. And so, but anything, whenever I say something, my superstitious self wants to knock on wood. So this is the only wooden thing I have in here that I think, other than handles from brushes and stuff, paint brushes. What are you working on, people? What are you doing? If you're doing nothing, I'm jealous. That's my favorite thing to do. Nothing. Think, contemplate. Do you like to do that? Just sit there and look, and my husband will walk by. What are you thinking about? What's wrong? Nothing. I love to sit with myself. I don't like the radio or anything on all the time. I hardly ever have the radio. If I get a hankering, I will call for Alexa to turn something on. What? Okay, I thought I almost had that. But usually, nah. I like to be in my own thoughts. Me and God. Me and God. He's always telling me something that I'm doing that I need to fix. Right, God? And I believe that's how it happens. Okay, look, I got rid of that and now it's open. You know what I should do? I should do the other side also. Okay, so it's open. I have the stitch marker here and I'm just going to make, instead of making 2 on each side, I'm going to make 3 on each side. And that way I don't have to add a black. Okay, so I know what I'm doing. Alrighty, famous last words. Here's the other one. Here's the other sleeve. Oh gosh, it was so nice. It was so nice until Angie just tore it apart. Oh, oh, oh. Thank you, Yaya. I got these on Amazon. They come in a 2-pack. They come in pink and black together. And I have it on my storefront, my Amazon storefront, which you can find. Funny, you should be talking about this. You can find on my channel. I have my links on there for my Amazon wish list of things Angie wants, and then things that you can buy for yourself. And if you use my link, I will get a percentage of it. I don't know how. I haven't made a sale yet, so I don't know. I don't know. Okay. Wait, there is, how do I want to get that one string that pulls it like this. Oh my gosh, I got it. Ah! Yahoo! Look at that. Look at that. Woohoo! And now it's all apart like magic. Now do the white part. Wow. I don't know if I should be so happy about it because then if I could take it apart, then it could have come apart on its own. I don't know. So let's see. Let's see, which is this one? It's pulling where? Right there. So if I pull, I just said this, if I pull the thread, it pulls on the one that needs to be, that's attached to it. There, see? At least I get it long enough and I can start working with it. Uh-oh, I can hear Eddie out there. Can y'all hear all the banging around and stuff? Let's see. I know my thinking. I know I would have gone around twice here to do, because what I'm unraveling right now is my weaving in. And you know, when I weave in, I don't want it to come out. So that's what I'm trying to undo. My attempt to make it yeah, that was it. That was it. My attempt to make it ravelable. Okay, let's pull it again. Let's see. Yeah, it's this one right here. I don't know what the deal is. Okay. I don't know why that one. Am I pulling the wrong one? Okay. Yeah. It's really stuck in there. Oh gosh, I hate to do that because then I lose it somewhere in there. Okay, Angie, how did you do this? Angie. You sewing, crocheting wizard. You made it to where nobody can unravel this. What a good job. I don't want to unravel the actual sleeve though. Yep. Sorry it's boring around here, people, but it is our crochet meeting and we have to take care of the things we need to take care of, right? I know that, oh gosh, I just don't want this to come undone. Oh, it won't come undone. Okay, great. Now, if I can just go back a little bit. This one I don't mind doing piece by piece because I'm only going back a little bit on the white. And if I need to go further back, and I need to keep the tail long because I'm going to reuse that. I have to tie it onto another one, the white yarn. Okay, so now I have it so loose I can undo it. And I'm using these specialty tools to pluck at the yarn. I like it because it's so pointy and you could just put it in there without damaging the yarn. You just unlace it. The only thing we're doing is, you know, pulling the yarn through, and that does kind of damage it a bit. But like I said, I'm going to add new yarn to this. Okay, I'm seeing how it's kind of working here. Okay. Okay. Got to be careful with these scissors. All of the warnings you get for scissors has come from because of the things I did. Look at Angie. She's running with scissors. Oh my gosh. You'll poke your eye out with that. All because somebody was watching me and my clumsiness. And how far do I want to go back? Okay. I'm going to go back a little further. I should measure it against the other side. Why would Angie do that? And break her streak of just flying by the seat of her pants. Okay, I'm going to add a stitch marker here. If I can find the one I was, oh, shoot, didn't I just have another one here? Ugh. Is there a stitch marker somewhere? Just floating. Come on, just one rogue stitch marker. Okay, so I have my only little pack that I know where exactly it is. It's in this pocket. And it has stitch markers. And if I lose this, I'm just up a creek. And I used to complain, I have so many stitch markers, I don't even use them. Blah, 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 blah. I would give them away to people and stuff. And now I want a stitch marker so bad, I don't know what to do. Okay, let's close this up and stop this from unraveling. Not that it's unraveling on its own, but just a marker. I can always make it deeper. Okay, now to do this now. Okay. Do you remember what I did, right? I cut the band off. If I could find the one that unraveled this, wouldn't that be awesome? I could just go backwards. Like that? Oh my gosh, I did it! It's gone. I'm so happy. Oh my gosh, I can't believe I did it. Now let me look at the edges. Okay, so here's the end. I don't need, so all I have to do is make 3 rows here. So that's what I'm going to be working on when I'm talking to you guys. And look at all this yarn. I'm going to put it in my mushroom. Okay, I have to make an amigurumi because look at this mushroom is so filled with yarn fibers and pieces of things that I am not going to use, like little pieces of tiny crocheted things, like 1 or 2 rows or something, and I can use that to stuff amigurumi. Maybe I should make a mushroom just like this and stuff that, because it's just enough yarn. It's just enough yarn. Okay, so while I'm going to put this back where it belongs because I will lose it. Remind me, it's in my pink bag. This pink bag, this pink tote bag from Dollar Tree. It's in this pocket right here. So if I forget, you're it. Tag, you're it. You have to remind me. Okay, let's see. Ravina, hello, hon. Thank you for joining the crochet meeting. Are you working on anything or just stopping by or just watching? Okay. Sorry about that. Sorry about that up close. You know what? I stuck that little Tupperware. Let me go close my door real quick. Ouch! I hit the back of my foot with my toenail and I feel like I broke it. Not even worried if I have cut myself like that because I'm pigeon-toed. I did make a little scratch. Oh no, she wants to leave. No, you come and stay. You come and sit with Mama. You're stuck here with Mama now. Sit down, Bubby. Um, I forgot what I was going to say. Oh, I know that I have that little container. It's a little Tupperware container, and it's filled. I mean, to the top, and I have to squeeze it shut to have all those markers, those stitch markers in, and I cannot find it. So I know I'm probably looking at it right now, and then I'm thinking I stuck it somewhere safe so I wouldn't lose it. Isn't that just precious of me? Anyways, while I was looking for it, I found other things. I found a jar that had rubber bands. These, what did I used to use these for? Oh, I use them for everything. It's multi-purpose because I would use them. I remember for when I closed up little baggies that had what do you call it? Like little, when I would put my crochet work into a little baggie, a little amigurumi, I would tie it with a rubber band. I use them for my hair if I make little braids. I use them for everything. So that's gonna stay here somewhere. How about here? Let's put it right here. That's a collection of stuff. Did I not stick it in here? I'm still looking for those, guys. Sorry. I found that. Then I found a whole thing of zip ties. I always need this. I'm going to put this with the basket that has all my stuff that came out of my drawers here that I don't have anymore. And then I started looking in here. Oh my goodness. I need to drink some of my coffee before it gets cold. And it probably is cold. My husband, the nerve, gave me coffee this morning. The nerve served me coffee in this tiny little cup. I love it. It's a Minions cup. Can you see? Ah, bought it at Disney World one year, years and years ago. I have dogs that want to come in, but they cannot. And then I found my bag, of course, that I need to empty. And guess what I found? I found a million more hooks. And they're all the small ones, I believe. And I was wondering whatever happened to them. So I have that. I kind of want to, I don't want to leave it out. And then I found my little jelly man. Somebody was asking me about my needle keeper, my little thing. I have him on my Amazon list where you can buy also. And I love him. I would sit here and play with him and think about what I was going to do next. And you can tell that this is not metal, the hook, because it does not stick. This one does. This is, oh, sticks to my scissors. Oh, look, my bell. Sticks to my bell. I'm like a little kid. Ah, it's stuck. Okay, so anyways, that's in here. This is my original little pouch that I had from when I first started. One of our friends gave it to us. And then I have my beautiful scissors here. I have my, it has a hanging thing and you just like stab it into the silicone and it holds it. But I don't know where that is right now. And yes, more hooks. So I really should keep this out also. Oh, I don't want to. No, what size is this one? This one's a 5. That goes in here. Okay. I also found this hook, one of the very first hooks I got, and my hands were hurting so bad at the time. This is when I still had a lot of pain before they gave me any kind of pain management. Do you remember this? And it opens up, and you can put any hook in here. And I'm like, yeah, why didn't I have, why I should be using this sometimes when my hands hurt really bad. I love it. I'm going to leave it out here. It's going to stay out here. But, oh yeah, I probably can put it in here. Okay, so it doesn't, look at that. You know what, guys? I found this on Amazon and I put it on my storefront. So if you want this keeper here, and I'm going to go and order one, I should put it in my wish list. But I love this thing and it's very sturdy. And see how I put it on there and it's, but I've run out of space. So I need another one. You see, I need another one because I still have lots. I would love to have rows and rows of these with all my beautiful collection of hooks. Some people collect yarn like me, but I also collect hooks. So I'm going to put these hooks here so I know that they're here. Anyways, oh, and look, what else is in here that I found? This is, wouldn't it be funny if I actually found my stitch markers here? This is a needle book that I made myself years and years ago out of felt when I was working with felt and stuff. And I just used embroidery floss, and I put these little panels in here, which I have managed to stitch to the back. But there's many pages here. Let's see, 1, 2, 3 pages that I could add needles and needles, and I just keep it with me. That goes with my sewing. I should put that with my, actually, should I keep that here? I wish I would keep this here. But it actually goes in my sewing, and I'm going to put it there because that's where I would look for it. Right? Remember, if I can't remember, I have a pouch inside a pouch, which has a form from socks because I thought, hey, I'm going to use that for something. So I'll put it back in case I do use it for something. Oh my gosh. Look what I found in here. I hope it doesn't have an expiration date. No, it's my sticker from my friend. I've been looking for this. I have to put, should I put that on my car? I should put that on my car. Oh my gosh. Okay, this is not what I thought it was. I thought it was a gift card that Eddie gave me for $25 to some eating place. And I'm like, I've never used it. Here, use this. Somebody gave it to him for a present. And use it. I'm never going to go here. And when you go with your friends, use it. And I'm like, oh, thank you, thank you. And I never go to this place, so I never think about it. And then I have my coupon. Does this have a... I just fogged up my glasses with my heat from my head. My head is so hot. All this thinking and worrying I'm doing about my crochet little stitch markers. This coupon can be used once per store and is valid August 29, 2024 through December 31st, 2024. It's expired, people. But it was from the yarn trail from last year. I'm sure I'll get another one this year. So I'm just going to go put this up somewhere because I really love this little tag. Oh, you know what? I'm going to put it around my little carousel and just slide it in where I've been sliding other little things that I like. But this is my, oh gosh, I shouldn't have showed that. Sorry about that. She just put it in an envelope there. My sticker. Okay, that is going to stand right here so I know, and I get to put it up. Also, I keep this from Panera. I don't know why. I think because I was using it as a template to make the coffee cup thingy. So that's what I do, is I use these things here as my templates for size and everything because they are generally the same size. So that's a little tip. I haven't been paying attention. I am so sorry, guys. Let's see. Brayson, hello. Good morning. Good morning. You're working on the coffee. That's a good thing to work on, Ravina. Rada, hello. Welcome to the yarn room and our crochet meeting. Okay, I might need to go a little higher there. Thank you. Momentos de crochet. Hello from Portugal. Hi again. I remember you were here last time on one of my lives. I'm doing a collection. No, not really. I have a collection of all kinds of stuff. Oh my gosh. Here's the bag. It's almost empty. Let's see how many hooks. I'm going to guess 3 hooks. Let's see. 1 hook. Oh, that was it. Another friend gave me this. So sweet. The same lady who gave me this, Miss Rose. Another needle keeper. And it has needles in it. Look at it. This I do want to be in my bag because I always need a needle. people always need to borrow. Then I have sticks in here. I don't know why I had these sticks. I must have been making something with sticks. Oops. I'm going to stick them. I'm going to stick the sticks right there. I have a couple more. Oh, I found something else. Isn't it nice whenever you're looking through your stuff and you're finding things? I would actually do this at my crochet meeting, start cleaning out my bag and talking to people. And they're like, this crazy lady, next time I'm not going to sit next to her. They would never say that to my face. They would never say it to my face. Okay, this is what I was looking for. This is my automatic thingy that turns on my, I can take a picture, you know, remotely. I need to save this somewhere. I'm going to put it right here where it belongs with all that other stuff. Clips. I love clips. I need clips all the time. I clip them on the stuff so I see it and I'm like, oh, I need that. I need it. Like I'm going to clip it to my carousel here. 2 more sticks. Don't throw them away because I'll need them for something. I'm going to make little lollipops or something. Who knows? What the heck is this? Oh, I forgot I had these. I was going to make the bracelets. And I did make some bracelets. Oh, hold on. Oh, gosh. Okay. So I have those. I'm going to put this in my little thing here so I remember. Right in front of me, I have a tiny carousel. Here is another hook. I want to use this bag here as my go-to bag to take to crochet meeting because I love this bag. It's semi see-through. I hate plastic needles, but I do have some because they come in sets. Trash bead that I will never throw away because one day I'm going to say, I need a bead, and then I'm going to regret throwing it away. That's how hoarders think, you know what I mean? Okay, so I want to keep this in here in case I just get a hankering to make stuff. I'm going to keep my needle thing in here. I am going to keep these hooks and scissors in here because I always need scissors. I think I'm going to keep these other hooks in here too, just in case, just so they don't get lost. And put this one here. Let's see. Where does this fit? Does it fit in here anywhere? Anywhere? Yeah, it'll fit right there. Yep. Okay. Talking to myself, people. All right. My bag is cleaned out, and this is the bag I'm going to use for all to take whenever I take my crochet. So I always have my scissors, my needle, and hooks. Now, if you saw my live that I did yesterday from the coffee place, you saw that I was so unprepared because I was tearing my yarn because I had no scissors. So I had to do that. I don't want to do that anymore. Good morning, Grayson. Thank you, Rita. I like looking adorable. Good morning, Skiz Lover. That was something, was it Skater Kids? What did it stand for, Skiz? Remind me again. No spamming, people. Thank you, Amy. Don't worry, Momentos de Crochet. I understand Spanish. Mostly if it's like Mexican, Tex-Mex Spanish, but I can kind of make do on other Spanishes, you know, like from Brazil, from Portugal, whatever. I can kind of understand a little bit. Portugal's really much different than mine. So, hi, Shima. Hi, Shima. I'm a mess, Shima. I just organized my little crochet bag that I'm going to take everywhere. I bought this at a garage sale for like $1, I think. Isn't that so adorable? You know what? I need my little guy in here. He needs to come in here. And when I say my little guy, it's my little measuring. He's got a measuring thing in his butt. I love it. You know, I'm glad. I'm very immature, like in child, the way I act, kind of, you know. And I know that. That's okay. But I'm mature in life. I know how to take care of things, you know what I mean? But I love little things make me happy. Little things make me happy, and I don't care oh, what it makes me look like because I have to live with me every day. Now I'm going to keep this because I might need it still. Okay, my scissors are here. I got 3 pairs of scissors sitting on the table right in front of me. Here we go. Ah! Ah! I found one. Okay, keep that right there in case I need it. That deserves a little treat. Good job, Angie. Good job. Don't ever wait for praise or acknowledgement from anybody else. Give it to yourself, people. Okay, let me just take a little bit more coffee right real quick. Thank you, Skiz Lover. Amazon, if you want some like these, make sure you pay attention to the right strength because I think someone did buy one and they bought the wrong strength and mine are really high. So go in there and change all they're reading glasses. So if you don't need much, you know, you could just get the very weakest strength. But it's on my Amazon storefront. So you go to my main page, you can look at my links there. Stray Kids? No. Skater Kids? Mm. Silly Kids? Something kids, right? Okay. Anyways, back to this thing that I messed up. Okay. So now we're back to this. And I have to make 3 rows here and 3 rows on this side of the sleeve. So that's what I'm going to be working on right now. I hope I don't do anything weird. Okay. I have my yarn that I'm using. Thank goodness. I still have it. It's I was going to say pound of love. Just a pound from Dollar Tree. Oh, if you saw me yesterday in my meeting also, you saw that I was working on the pockets for the front of this. And that is so adorable. Isn't it? I got to tack these down. I got to sew these down. It'll be really nice. I love it. It's a slime. Also, what was it that I did there yesterday that I said something about the yarn? I don't know. Oh, you know what I did? Did y'all see my my little do you think I should make it more black or white for the stripe? I think I'm going to make it more black instead of yay. Angie is thinking today. Yeah, I think so because you know it gets less dirty. It's on the arm. You don't see so much rubbing. You know. Premier just £1, Dollar Tree. Yay, Dollar Tree! I haven't been having a hankering to go to Dollar Tree lately. I went to go look because my friend says that she needs a certain toy, and it's for her grandson. And I was like, oh, let me just stop here while while I'm near the Dollar Tree and go see if they have it for him. And so I went, they didn't have it. And as I was walking out, I looked at the aisle that I just walked through with the craft aisle. And as I turned around in the bottom shelf, tucked way in, I saw yarn. And I was like, oh my God, is that what I think it is? And it was 4 of these. And if you go look at my shorts, you'll see them. And I bought them. And then when I got home later, I realized I had put myself on a self-imposed yarn ban. I don't know if I announced it on here, but I didn't want to buy any more yarn, but how can you pass it up? I think what they did was they found them in the back because they didn't, this store did not have any anymore. I've always looked and I gave up on it. And I think they had them in the back and they just found them and they said, oh, these are $5 items, put them here. I bought all 4 of them. And I was happy, and I'm not sorry that I broke my yarn band, but I'm back on my yarn band until I see yarn that I need, I guess. But I'm not going to go out looking for yarn just to shop for yarn. Excuse me. I'm sorry. Oh, he's being silly. But I'm not going to be looking for yarn. But if yarn happens to come into my path, it's meant to be. Don't you think? That's what I think. That's how I ended up with all this yarn, because a lot of it, I would say half of my yarn, a third of my yarn is donated to me by somebody. Oh, that yarn lady, you can give it to her. She loves it. Remember that commercial, Mikey, with the cereal, and the kids didn't want to try it, but they said, "Give it to Mikey, their little brother. He eats anything. He doesn't eat anything," or something like that. And he ate it because he likes it. He likes it. So I'm Mikey. I like any and every yarn. There is a yarn that's been keeping up space in my head that I want to make something of, and it's yarn that I don't usually use, very thin kind of yarn, and I got to go look to see where it's at. It's in that bag I have in that closet. In my closet, right there. See my closet? I have a huge tub, and I have a huge clear bag that has yarn. And I bet you I'm also looking for something else, which is, I wonder if my stitch markers are in there, which is the bottom to my little hanging yarn keeper. I cannot find it. I've emptied all my bags. They weren't in the bags. I thought for sure they would be in the bags, but they were not. Okay. Let me check on you people, make sure you're okay. I get worried. I'm like, what are they up to? What are they saying? What am I missing? Chain 1, turn around. Okay. Ooh, row 1. Row 1. Row 1. Stray kids. Yeah, I knew it. Well, I didn't because I was unsure, but thanks. White, black. Oh, y'all are telling me which one to use. White for Retta says keep with the white, and Yaya says black. This is not a blanket. This is a Beetlejuice cardigan with a hood. And I'm making it for my son-in-law because I have one that I made for myself, and he always wants to steal it. He's like, ooh, my sweater. And I was like, ah. And so oh no, oh yeah, that's not it. I'm like, that little boy deserves it. He helps us out a lot whenever he's a plumber. He doesn't work as a plumber right now, but if we have an issue, he's right here, and he doesn't expect anything. But we love it, and love him. He's such a sweet guy. Okay, so this is my second row. And did I say I was going to do 3? I wonder. I think I like the black because he is a person that wears a lot of black. So that's why I'm going ahead with the black. And I didn't see that y'all were taking votes on the color. It makes me happy. I love it because I asked, right? And but I went with the black. I mean, I could add white to it afterwards, like another. What's on this one? Oh no, it's black on this side. 1, 2, 3, 4. You know what? No, because I want it to be even on both sides, because when I close it, if I do it uneven, I won't be able to close it properly. Okay, so it has to be even on both sides. You know what I mean? Like if I made 2 here, it has to end with 2. That way it can show up in the center. Anyways, it makes sense in my head. I don't know. But yeah. I want to finish this before he gets back. I would love for him to wear this when we go to Disney World. And we're not doing a big like go to Disney World and oh my gosh, we're gonna go for 5 whole days. No, we're just going to Florida. We got a Airbnb and we're gonna go to Disney World one day. Disney World on Halloween. How about that? And so if it's chilly there, October. It might be chilly. I don't know. He can wear his sweater. I've been doing a lot better in my walking. Um, uh, how far I can walk, how long I can walk. I was having a lot of trouble. But once I lost some weight, yes, I hate to admit, doctors are, well, you just lose a little weight and, and I'm like, no, it's because I'm sick. And it is because lately I've been having the pain again in my hips. We don't know why. My doctors, we just kind of blame it on fibromyalgia because we can't pinpoint what it is. It might be the blood cancer. It could be the blood disorder. I don't know. Could be fibromyalgia. Anyways, I feel like I'm going to collapse sometimes. Like my hips are not going to be able to, my hips and my thigh bone are about to give out on me. And then it's even happened when I've lost weight here. So, and I'm not a skinny mini, but it shouldn't be happening. So it's something that's happening in my body that is happening not because of my weight. Okay, so I have 2 stitches here. Okay, I've got to pay attention, people. Got to pay attention. Okay, so I said I was going to do 3, and I think I am. So I'm going to flip my work again, and I'm going to make 3 extra ones. So that's going to make 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on this row, and 5 on the other row, and it should make it a little bit bigger. 2, it should make it bigger by, I don't know, how much is that? I already put away my little measuring thing. I need to buy another one. I'm going to collect them. They're from Cracker Barrel. I have that turtle, and then I have a mushroom, and it's attached to my purse, like with all my little keychain things. Just because, haven't you ever been somewhere and wanted to measure something? I wonder if that'll fit, and measure it. So, yeah, I keep it on my purse. So I need another one that I can keep here on the table because I want that turtle one in my bag. I know. I talk, 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 talk. Let's see. Bye, Retta. See ya. I wish there was timestamps on here so I know that if I missed you. Bye, Retta. Thank you for stopping by and hanging out with us. My hair scrunchies, yay! I love them. They're easy to make, and they're from the chenille from Dollar Tree. And out of 1 packet, I think you can make 2.5 scrunchies. So that means if you buy 2 skeins, you can make 5. Black and white. Yeah, but then that means I have to add another white and then another. No, I think I'm just stick with black and make 3 extra rows on there for him. That should be enough. Is it going to look okay here? It's just going to go down the white stripe, so it doesn't matter how thick it is. Okay, it doesn't have to line up with another stripe. Sarama, hello, how are you? Welcome to the crochet meeting at the Yarn Room every Saturday, 9 a.m. my time. I don't think I've seen you here before. It should be cool. I don't know, in Florida, Yaya, I'm hoping it'll be cool. Here in Texas, we never know if it's going to be a freezing Halloween or a hot Halloween, hot and humid Halloween. Arthritis, yes. But I've had scans and they said my arthritis is on the level for my age. I just had a bone density test yesterday and they already gave me the results. You have osteo, whatever, blah, 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 but it's all consistent with your age. And I've never had a broken bone in my whole life. I'm not very physical, so I didn't do anything to break a bone. Hello, someone with a nice name. I can't read. Taylor's World and Crochet. Hello, welcome, welcome today. You know I got a rhyme. That makes me happy. Thank you, y'all. I love people to pray for me. Anybody who wants to pray for me, send up prayers for me. Just regarding health and emotional health. I have a lot of emotional issues that I try to work through and I don't let take a grip on me. At least I say that. That's what I'm trying to do. But I'm good. I'm good today. You're a chatterbox. I know that's what makes this a fun thing for me. YouTube, you know, especially lives, I can just talk, 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 talk. MPHO. Matilda Bain. Okay, and I'm just gonna call you MP. MP, I have been crocheting since I was 15. That's my roundabout age. I knew how to chain when I was in second grade. Someone showed me how to do that. But I asked my grandmother around in my middle teens to help me learn, and she forgot because she was old. And she had to relearn, and we did it together. So 15 from 60, that's 50, and the 5, 45. 45 years I've been crocheting. Yeah, you're in West Texas. Ooh, Texas. Yay. Yay. Yeah, are you like me? Are you obsessed with Texas? I find that a lot of Texans are very obsessed with Texas. My family, my kids tell people my mom has a shrine to Texas because when you walk into my foyer, I have these little baby cowboy boots or toddler size cowboy boots that are just so worn, and I found them at a thrift store, and I said, I love these things. Originally, I was going to use them as a pot holder to hold my plants, but I said, no, these are so darn cute. I have a book about Texas. I have the Texas flag, and then they make fun of me, my kids, but they gave me last Christmas was a was it last Christmas or the Christmas before? I can't remember, but a Texas stained glass that's on a stand, or you can hang it up, I think. But I have it on a stand, and oh my God, it's beautiful, beautiful. And then I have stuff from the Mexican heritage I have here in Texas up on display. What else? Anything about Texas? Oh, I have all my Texas books there. One of the books is Texas Constitution or something like that, and then pictures about old Texas, and which I've seen those pictures in real life because I was born here in, I mean, old Houston. I was born here in Houston, and I have seen a lot of change here. We used to be the country out here in League City. We used to be country folk, and now it's all cityfied. Cityfied. I don't see horses as much as I used to. I used to see horses, people on their horses riding up and down the railroad tracks on the sides, you know, on the grassy sides. And I loved it, but it's not as you know, rural as it used to be. Moving on out the outskirts of Houston, but I love it. So back to my question: are you obsessed with Texas like me? You are. Yay! Yeah, yeah. Yay. Okay. So this is going to be my third row, I believe, right? I had 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, and this is my third one. I only made 2 here that I had. Okay, 1, 2. And then this is 5. This is 5. So I should have 5 rows on each one. And that adds about 1.5 to 2. So that's 2 inches, 3 inches. That adds about 3. I think that adds enough on his arm. I don't know. Maybe gonna make it bigger. I mean, it did fit on him. It was just this much right here. This 3 fingers. That's how I measure my fingers. 2 fingers wide, 3 fingers wide, 1 finger wide. That's how I'm going to hem it up. um, I'm just debating. While I'm debating, let me give myself a little ring for finishing that row. Is 3 going to be enough? Should I do 4? I hate thinking. I'm going to do 3. And if I have anything happens, it doesn't fit, it fits him. But it was tight. So 3, I don't want to make it too big, but so 3 on one side. Now to work on the other side. Turn it around. Yes. This is the good side. I'm going to start here. Okay. Okay, back to crocheting. Mindless crocheting that I love to do. 3, I need 3 rows, people. If I have to ask you, let me know what the heck I'm doing here. Oh, no, don't do that, Auntie. I don't know what the heck you're doing, trying to tie that together. Leave that alone. You'll take care of that later. Okay. Fasten on. Do my stacked single crochet to start this, and then my double crochets. Okay. Sorry you have to watch all of this, kitten caboodle. I have so many sayings in my head because the 70s and the 80s for kids were all about sayings, commercials, and anything that would grab our attention. So I have a lot of little sayings that we say. I know the other generations have different sayings that they say, but my generation, kitten caboodle. What is another one? I can't think of it, but it'll come out when I'm ready. Bye, momentos. See you later. Courtney Lamp. This is not a blanket. This is a Beetlejuice cardigan that I'm fixing because I made it too small for my son-in-law. But I'm just making double crochets. So if you wanted to make a blanket that is black and white like this, double crochets, and each color is 4 rows of double crochets. So make it as long as you want, and then do 4 rows of whatever color, 4 rows of another color. So that's what I want to do. I want to get into my yarn stash. Oh my gosh, I just had a panic attack because you remember I told you last time that I gave away that basket full of yarn to my daughter and son-in-law, my other daughter, my other son-in-law, and because they both crochet, and I'm like, you know what, this is yarn, I had it here, I'm not going to keep it, you use it. They crochet like crazy, and they're going to put it to use, and I love for my kids to come into my room and grab my yarn if I say it's okay. Anyways, I gave them all that yarn, and now I just had a mini panic attack because I thought I'm going to use that ball that I've been creating, because I had been creating a scrap ball. Every time I came up to a little piece of a ball of yarn, I would attach it to that ball and then wind it into it. So I was thinking I'll make a scrap blanket or something out of this. I gave it to them in that basket. I know I did, because it was everything that came off my wall there. And I'm trying to arrange my wall up here. If you guys remember, I'm not going to show it to you now because there's something there I don't want you to see, um, which is my AI project that I actually finished, and I'm still working on the video. Um, and I took them off the wall. You remember my big jack head face and the zero house? I put it back in the garage because those are my Halloween decorations. And so I put them out there. I really should hang them up on the wall in the garage because I love them so much. They can be decor for the garage, and when I need them for my decorations, I can pull them off. That's a good idea, Angie. You're such a genius sometimes. Sometimes you're an idiot, but sometimes you're a genius. Yes. Okay, so this is row 1. I'll remember because there was only 2 on here. So I need 3. I need to have 5 total. And then when I attach it to the arm, don't attach it so tight, Angie. Give it some give. That way he can, it'll pull around his arm because I think I sewed it on too tight. Okay, here we go. Stacked single crochets to act as my first double crochet. So it's not a stringy thing. All right. Davis boys, hello. Come on in. Welcome to the craft meeting, the crochet meeting, not craft meeting, our weekly crochet meeting here in the yarn room. And where you can sit down and crochet. You can turn it on and do your exercises. And while listening to us, you can just be sitting like a slug, drinking your coffee, which is something that I probably would be doing. No, I would be working on some crochet stuff, looking at a live. That's what I like to do. When I watch my lives, my people that I like to watch, I will just put them on and work. I'm wondering if y'all can see me. Oh my gosh, I forgot to give myself a reward for finishing that first row. Did I? If I did already, then that's okay. I deserve to. I deserve 2 rings of the bell if it happened. I love working with this yarn, and I'm really loving making stripes. I want to make a blanket that has stripes. There's so many things I want to make. You hear me talking about everything I want to make, and have I done it? No. Some of them, yes. But, it's in my mind, and it keeps me going. I figure if I run out of ideas, I have nothing to live for. And that will be the end. I used to think like that. No, okay, so I know realistically I'm not going to die if I don't do certain things, right? But when I used to read books all the time, I used to devour a book a week. And I would lay there and I was like, oh my God, I'm done with this book. That means that if I die, it's finished. I could die in peace. I don't want to die yet. So I would immediately start the first page of a next book. And I thought, in my head, I knew it wasn't true, but I would think, okay, I started a new book. I can't die. I can't leave this unfinished. And so that's the way I work too. I always have to have something to be working on because I feel like that means I'm working and I can't go yet, which I don't, it doesn't matter. I can go. Ah, it's stuck. Where's the end thingy? No. When the tail end gets in there and starts pulling on your real yarn that you're working on, you have to untangle it, and better to catch it now instead of just keep yanking at it. Okay. Okay. See how it's tied here? Somehow it got tied up. I don't know how it got tied up. Which one is the end? This one is the end. Let's see. There we go. And now it's stick that back in there. Okay. Keep the end hidden over here inside this wrap until we're ready for it. We're not ready for it now. All right, keep going. I just want to look at you. What do I have planned for today? What do you have planned for today? Today, of course, it's our meeting. But then I'm going to have to go out and, oh gosh, the one thing I said I was going to do, whenever I say I'm going to do something tomorrow, I just cannot Do it. I want to take my whole bird cage out, birds and all, and cover the top of them, but I really want to spray it with the water hose to clean it. So it's a big cage, big, huge, taller than me. I wheel it outside, and if I get off of here early enough, I'll have Eddie help me wheel it outside, and I spray and wash the bottom. The birds stay on the very top, and I will put a cover on there so the sun isn't so hard on them, because today's a very nice sunny day. Oh, there goes Eddie. Oh. He's walking outside. Anyway, so that is my plan for today. Eddie goes outside and he is getting his walking time out there. He's an old man now. That's what we do. Got to get our exercise in. You know how you see the old people walking? Well, that's us. And we're funny because we go to the movies and it's in the middle of the week. And I'm like, Eddie, look at all these old people. Why are we out here with all these old people? And then we look at each other and we laugh because we realize we're old. I used to laugh at my mother-in-law because she would say, "Look at that old lady." And I was like, "Lady," I would tell her to her face. I said, "You are an old lady." What do you mean? Okay, finished a row. Don't y'all love the sound of that ring? Oh, ugh. And it's 0 calories, people. 0 calories reward. You can reward yourself with the ringing of a bell. What would you like to reward yourself with? Do you have anything that you would like to do every time you accomplish anything that you feel like is an accomplishment? Mine is ending the rows. Okay, here we go. So let's see, 1, 2, this is my last row to make here on this one. And I'm not, should I close it up? No, I shouldn't because I have to sew it onto the side here. Ba, 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 ba. I think when I made mine, I always made sure that I ended in black stripe. That way, when I stitched it together, you wouldn't see it. It would always be black on black stripe or something like that. The sides would be like one side would have 2 and the other side would have 2. So when I joined them together, it would be 4. And I would join them with the black yarn. And it seemed pretty seamless. But on this one, for some reason, I didn't pay attention to that. I thought I knew what I was doing. I was thinking I was doing it the same way. And I didn't think too much of placement. And so white meets up with black on this one, if that makes sense. The white stripe sometimes meets up with black, especially when I'm attaching like the hood or the sleeves and the sides. The sides are white, and then these are going to be black, but the sleeve is the one that's making me upset. Let me show you real quick. So when I sewed them together, this is the inside. That's the inside where I joined it. On the outside, look at those stitches, which is kind of okay, but I don't like it. I want to make a surface stitch there, but do I make it black? I don't want a black line right there, do I? I think I'm going to leave it. I'm going to leave it and stop trying to be perfect. What happened to my thingy? Oh, there it is. Stop trying to be perfect, Angie. Never going to happen. Mm-mm. I hate keeping it straight and making sure it's not twisted, Amy. So, oh, Kimberly. Oh, Kim, he's put on all his love into that toy. I believe that you put your whole energy into the thing you're creating. So when I'm making something and I start thinking about Kenny, I have good thoughts about him. If you make it with angry thoughts and stuff like that, and you're mad when my grandmother kind of instilled that. Don't cook when you're mad. Don't do things when you're mad. It will not come out right. And so maybe that's why I have that in my head. It's maybe a superstition, who knows? But I really do believe that your energy goes into everything you create. Even if you don't say it out loud, your inside thoughts and everything are coming out through your fingers. That's what I think. I think our power is in our hands. Otherwise, why would we grab people? Why would we hug people? The power is right here to affect people. That's what I believe. Call me crazy. I don't care. Everybody does. Everybody calls me crazy. I have a subscriber here, and I call her crazy because that's the first word on her channel name, not her ID. Crazy. If you're here, you know I'm talking about you, crazy. She's on the other side of the world. And I feel like we're the same. And every time I think, ooh, I wonder if I'll ever make it to that part of the world. And if I do, I'm staying with crazy. Because that's how much I feel like we're kind of similar. You know what I mean? All right, here's the end of this one. Now I have both sides made, and I made it larger. I'll turn it around this way. I made it larger by how much? About 3 inches, 4 inches maybe. That's how much larger I made it. And then I will attach it to the side when I'm ready. This has to be attached here. I shouldn't have cut it out. And then this should have been attached here. Blah, 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 blah. Okay. Don't worry about it right now, Angie. Go to the other side and do what you need to do. Where's my sleeve? Oh my God, where's my sleeve? I lost it. I lost it. There we go. Okay. Itchy, itchy. Oh, my nose ring. It came out. Okay. 3 rows here, 3 rows here. Let me attach here and I can go see what y'all are talking about. Or y'all just being quiet as a mouse, working on your projects. Yay. Yay. Oh. Okay. So, do any of y'all watch Nastasia on YouTube? I'm sure you do because she's pretty big on YouTube. She made this stacked triple crochet with 3 single crochets, and as she made them, it looked like 3 rows of crochet that you did at once. And it kind of looks a little Tunisian, and I tried it and I loved it. And I think that that's how I will make a blanket, because then it will make a stripe, a thicker stripe. Instead of just one line, it makes a thicker stripe. And oh my gosh, wouldn't that be gorgeous? Gorgeous. Gorgeous. And I want to practice that. And if I make a little blanket, I don't think I can make a big blanket because I made the star blankets, but the big blankets, I don't think I'd be able to have the patience to continue with it. Maybe I am now because I am making larger things, but I kind of want to go back to my amigurumi. I miss making little bitty creatures, but I'm thinking, what are they useful for? At least this, somebody will use it, right? But they are so fun, and people love amigurumi. And I would love to have things just hanging around that I can just give to people if I needed a gift. Oh my gosh, they would love this. And so is going to be here today. I'm going to go and see them, and I'm going to go whatever, whatever. Oh, I'm meeting with some people. Let me take 3 little gifts. I always like to have little raffles. Have you ever done that if you're meeting with the people? I haven't done it with my yarn group, but I used to do it a lot when I was younger. If I went somewhere like a family gathering, I would have everybody pick something out of the bag, and I would have numbers, and I would say, number 1 wins this prize. Who is number 1? And they would get up and they would get it. And then number 2 and number 3. And then, of course, there were losers. But that's life, right? Some of us don't get stuff, but it's so fun to see them, get things. And sometimes what I did one time, I had my family over for some party, and all the nieces and nephews were over, and I had this big tub of purses and all kinds of things. And I opened it up and I said, "It's all free. Find what you want." People went away with stuff. And I don't know what they got, but I hope they love it and I hope they still have it. But I let go of it the minute I gave it to them. And I gave it up to them. I let go of it. I don't like when people give you something and they hold on to it for themselves. They're like, "What have you done with it? You should do this with it," and whatever. And I'm like, "You gave it to me. It's for me to decide." And that's the way it is. Okay, let me see where I am here. Did this come unraveled a bit? Oh, no, 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 no. Okay, there's just a lot. Oh, that scared me when it came off. But it was one of the stitches there. I hope. Oh, that scared me too. Okay, this is the end of this one. Okay. One more double crochet, fasten off, because that's number 3. Let me make sure though. 1, 2. Oh no, that's just one. What the heck, Angie? You think you're Speedy Gonzales? You just made one row here? I thought I made 2. Oh, that was on the previous one, probably. Okay. Yes, you're seeing it live, people. Crazy crocheters. Crazy crocheter. This is, I basically, when you're not here with me, I'm still talking like this. Most of the time, it's in my head. Sometimes it does come out, and Eddie will have to come and say, "Who are you talking to?" Just myself. The best company I could ever ask for. Somebody who is sometimes truthful with myself, sometimes will lie to me when I need to be lied to. My best friend. Sometimes I don't like her. She terrible. Sometimes I love her to death. Oh yeah, let's go back to Kimberly. What were you saying? Oh yeah, Val. Hi. It's that Gam Gam. Is that your name for me? My granddaughter calls me Gigi. Kimberly, I really do believe that too. I tell our daughter the same thing. Uh can't wait for her to get out of the rebelling teen stage so she can fully see the happiness of it all. No kidding, Kimberly. My youngest daughter, who is now going to be 23, has been coming home for the last 2 or 3 years after she's been in this relationship that she's in now and very happy and got out of her. She's the one that was hell on wheels, is like I like to say. And my other kids, they're teens. I thought they were bad because they talked back and whatever. She, oh my gosh, she took the cake. So she has come back in the last since she turned about 20 or so. She's my mom. Why did I hate you so much? And she's the one that comes back and hugs me all the time and loves me and is very physical with me. Likes to hug. My other kids are kind of like, "I love you. Let me just pat you a little bit." But she's the one that's more like me, touchy feely. And she goes, "Why did I hate you so much?" I'm like, "I don't know, Emmy." I said, the teen years. We're not going to do that again. And I didn't because, oh, did I ring the bell? Because I started a new row for completing the previous row. All righty. You know what? Okay, so when I'm with people, I talk, 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 and I feel so bad and I try to rein it in a bit because they don't want, some people, I'm just not their cup of tea. I get it. But we're in real life and either they're going to tell me to shut the heck up, they're going to walk away, which some people have because they can't handle what kind of person I am. I'm not going to stop being who I am, but they move to another spot or they don't sit next to me next time. So I love this. So if you don't like me, you just turn the channel. So I figure if you're here, you're liking this. You're liking it all. So, well, maybe not liking it all, but you can handle it. You can handle it. You're a strong person. You can listen to me. I try not to be mean, but I'm not gonna be like intentionally not saying things because and plus I don't think like that because I'm so straightforward that I think everybody is able to accept it like me being so straightforward that I don't think that I should I get in trouble a lot, especially with my kids telling people stuff. And I'm like, what? I would like for somebody to tell me that, you got your underwear showing. You want me to, I don't go up to people that I know that they're showing their underwear on purpose. But if something is happening to somebody, their shoe is, untied, I will tell them, Mom, leave those people alone. Nope, not going to do it. Who knows if I touch somebody's life for the better just because I said something that I just feel naturally inclined to do, which I feel also is meant to be. I think things are meant to be. And if you stifle yourself, then you're keeping something from somebody that you could offer them, a piece of yourself. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4. I got one more to go. Boing! I finished a row. I finished a row. Flip it, flip it. Who here knows uh the singer Melanie Martinez? Because that song just reminded me, flip it, bake it, top it, blah 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 blah, the bakery. Anyways, I don't know the words, but I love it. Flip it, top it. So close it. I don't know what she's saying, but she's working in the bakery. She's working in the bakery. That's her job. I think it's a metaphor for her real job as, as a singer, and she's having to pump out all these things and put the stickers on them and get them ready to sell them out instead of just being an artist. That's what we all start out to be, artists. I consider myself an artist. Who considers themselves an artist? I consider anybody who crochets an artist, whether you follow a pattern or you're making up your own thing. Oh, that reminds me. I have a lot of stuff in my head, people. I am not sorry. I have a lot of stuff in my head, and sometimes I just go blank. Well, guess what I saw the other day, and I think I mentioned it on my last live, but not everybody sees all my lives. So, I saw this person on Facebook making a what's the name of it? I want to say structure free, but that's not the word. Improv. What is the word? Somebody going to tell me? Someone gonna tell me? Hi, Manuela. How are you? Thanks, Manuela. Me, artist and creative. Yay. Yes, I think we are. So free form crocheting, where you just crochet and you could add a bump, you can add a line, anything. And I want to make it the way she made it. She made it with very tight stitches. It seemed like I don't want it to be like loose like this one. I want it to be a little tighter, so I will use a smaller hook probably and a lot of single crochets. But they were like placemats that look like amoebas, and I want to make them. I gave away all my yarn, so I'm gonna have to use. I have some yarn in there, so I'm gonna use all that yarn in there. I'm gonna start digging in there and using it. But I want to make some amoeba placemats because I would love to make placemats for my table, but I hate having to make another one just like that one. You know what I mean? Anything. Amigurumi, the worst thing, making the second foot. The worst thing, making the second arm. Oh my gosh, you want 10 of these? I have to make 20 arms, 20 feet, and they all have to look the same? No, I don't like it. I don't like it. So, this amoeba freeform crochet would let me make a placemat. I tried it. I think on my very first video, Allegra and I were trying this, and she does freeform, and she does it well. But what am I going to use this for is what I was thinking. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yay, now we're at the end. Boing! And so this, I saw it and I said, that is a placemat. So the only constraints I will make for myself is that they have to be like this big, this wide, and I can do anything I want. And I want Colors can be any color. And I think I would be so happy making those because I like to make just one thing. I don't want to recreate anything unless I'm using an actual pattern that somebody has made. Okay, did I do the other side yet? Oh no, I still have one side of the arm left. So I want to make that. Is there anything you want to make? I'm good, Manuela. I love that virus shawl you have. The virus shawl, when you put it on, you have little holes there, the designs with the little holes and then a little hole at the bottom. It reminds me of a skull face. And I love it. And I'm like, that is perfect. Are you going to have a pattern for that, Manuela, on your channel? Because I want one. I want one. At least a little video tutorial and not write the pattern. I don't know. Is this your pattern? Did you get it somewhere else? What happened? You got to tell me. You got to tell me. Anybody on here who wants to talk to me, leave me messages now on my channel page. You just click it on, and there's a button there that says community. Visit community. So you go there and you can leave me pictures of what you're working on. You can ask me questions on there if you want to. Just, and then you can talk to other people on there, which is very nice. You can talk to other people on on the comments and stuff. So go there. I would love to see what y'all are working on. Ah, you just don't know how nosy I am. Manuela has put stuff on there for me. And I love your blanket. I love those colors. How big is that blanket? I have so many questions. So many questions. And how long did it take you to make it, Manuela? How long? Because you seem to be a crazy crocheter, right? You go crazy. You're like so fast. I don't know how fast you're making these things. My dog is not stuck in here, but she's in here with me and she's always asleep. Oh, I woke her up by talking about her. She's so adorable. I'm gonna show you her. Show you her. She's under the table. Can you see her? Look at that, Sasha. I love my little baby. I love her. Hi, Sonia. Hi. Lady Crochet, it's gorgeous. That's awesome. We need a pattern. We need a pattern. And I love your yarn. You use not variegated, but gradient yarn on a lot of your stuff, right? That is big, Manuela. How do you do it and how long? I know I asked you on the post, so if you don't want to answer here, you can answer there. How long does it take you? My goodness. Because it seems like you're a robot. You're a machine. You can make those come out fast. 5 days. That is pretty fast, though. That is pretty fast. I might be able to do that. I wouldn't clean anything in my house. I may not even take a bath. No, I'm just kidding. Maybe. My house is a mess. Speaking of cleaning, Tuesday, guess what happens? My in-person crochet meeting meets at my house on Tuesday. So I have to get rid of all the cobwebs. And thank goodness I only have to clean the living room and the bathroom. Dusting, let me tell you, the layer of dust on everything is horrendous. Horrendous. Okay, here we go. Ending the row. Boing. Turn. 1, 2, 3. That's just the first row. This is row 2, and we're going to need row 3. All right. Stacked single crochet as my first double crochet, and double crochet all the way around. And I'm using a 4.5 millimeter, a smaller hook than I used on mine. That's probably why it was smaller on him. But he's going to be happy that I'm making the arms a lot more wider, and I'm not going to stitch it so hard together. Know what I mean? Know what I mean, Jellybean? Of course, horse. Oh my gosh. So in my family, because I'm thinking about my aunt, well, how I used to tell her things like that. Um, I'm the jokester. Everybody is, they're funny and fun to hang around, but and I'm talking about my aunts that I grew up with. But they were not the funniest of people, but we had fun. Their kids though were more my no, they're not more my age. I was in between them, my aunts and them. Anyways, but they're my first cousin. They're yeah, my first cousins. They're pretty funny. I have one cousin that was pretty funny and I felt like I was very close to her, but our families have separated a bit, which makes me really sad that it's not the way it used to be, but it's kind of relieving a bit, that you don't have to juggle so many people. I cannot do that. That's part of my personality, my traits. I cannot handle too many friends. I don't keep on top of stuff. That's why my room is always messy. My life is messy, but I can have my core people that I take care of. So right now, my core people are my kids, their partners, the grandbabies that come with them, and a little network of friends that I have here. I have my OG friends and I have my crochet friends. My OG friends are friends I've known that were my neighbors back in 2002, and we've all stayed in contact and we have lunch together and stuff like that. But we don't see each other as much anymore. But if they need me to pick something up at their house, watch, packages if they're gone and then their package is there, they will call me. If they need me to pick them up for a ride, they call me. Things like that. We can call each other for that, right? And if we're able to, they will do it. They will do anything for me too, I believe. So it just depends if they're available or not or in town or whatever. But we have such different lives. Now, the crochet people I see more often because we have meetings 2 times a week. Of course, I see them more. And so I have one friend who, oh, brother, 1, 2, 3, 4. I finished. I have one friend that has a personality, but she's much cooler than me. A personality like me. And when you put us together, grab a snack because we're going to put on a show. The way we talk to each other is hilarious to me. I'm like, you know how when I think about us as the comedy duos that they play off of each other together, alone, they're not funny. Together, they're hilarious. Like, you don't know Laurel and Hardy. Um, what's his name? Jerry Lewis and what's his name? Or who is in today's world that are two people, you put them together and they are just hilarious. Talk to them alone, nothing. Flat, 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 flat. Not true. My friend is not flat. I'm not flat, but no, we're hilarious when we're together. It's so funny because we make things click in our brains that make us talk about stuff that we don't normally wouldn't just come out and say, you know what I mean? And we play off each other's funniness. Mutt and Jeff, I have old references. Y'all aren't going to know if y'all are young. But yeah. Dean Martin and Jerry Lewis. They were hilarious. Is there another one? People who make me laugh that are together and they just make me laugh so much. I can't think of anybody. Not right now. My voice is getting my throat is getting sore from talking so much. My gosh, Angie. Is this my last row? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What y'all saying? What y'all saying? Okay. Wow. Okay. Kimberly says, currently attempting a tote bag with granny stitches. Yay. I've had to frog it 3 times now. I want to do this without a pattern. If I can create a summer top and a 10-pound axolotl without one, I can do this too. I No, you can, Kimberly. Oh my gosh, that's awesome. I made one tote bag with the granny stitch with granny square, four, 5 granny square panels. And my friend and I both worked on the same. We're doing this many rows with this size hook, this kind of yarn. Okay. Why does her bag come out so beautiful and square, and mine you can't even see in the screen? Whoa, huge, huge, huge. It's embarrassing. Everything I make is huge. So I have to try to tone it down. And apparently this wasn't huge because I had to add a panel on here. But hilarious. I don't use it to go anywhere, but I want to attempt to make another one that's much smaller out of the cotton yarn. So you can do it, Kimberly. You're a gradient fanatic. I know, Lady Crochet. You are awesome. I love your stuff. Dean Martin and Jerry Lewis, Tangled in Yarn and Net. Thank you. And do you see that I finally got it? Abbott and Costello, yes. Oh, you're right up my alley. The Three Stooges are 3, not 2. Who else? Who else? Hi, Rita. How are you? Look at Allegra and her little emoji. How cute. LG123. Hello. Okay, so LG123. I had to take apart the sleeves, the seam, and going up the thing because it was too tight for him right here. So I'm adding 3 rows on each side, and then I'm going to close it back up again. But before that, I already had a border around the sleeve, but I had to cut that off. You missed that whole fiasco there in the very beginning of this meeting. And now I'm on my last, I'm about to make my last stitch on here, and then I can close up my sides again and then start over. I have made the pockets. I'm going to show them to you as soon as I finish this. I have made the pockets. I need to sew those on, and then all I have to do is the borders. I've already put on the hood. I don't know where I left off the last thing you saw. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Woo! Okay, that deserved a lot. Cutting it off. Okay. So this is what I had to do, LG. I had to add extra on here. And then I'm going to attach it to the white here. Attach it with black. And then that one too. And then I'm going to close up the seam like I did before. No, it was too much for me. But at least I did it. I did it. What was I going to say? I didn't want him to see this, LG, but I had to have him try it on because I was worried about the sleeves and they were too tight. Next time I need to just follow my instincts, right? My instincts, not my outstinks. That was so funny one time that my son told his aunt, who is my husband's sister, I have my dad's instincts. Because something they were talking about something, and she goes, not his out stinks. And I always remember that. That is hilarious. To me, that's hilarious. Anything about farting is funny to me. Yeah, yeah. I kind of don't want to do this anymore. So I'm kind of done with this right now. Let me show you the pockets, LG. I know you didn't see this unless you saw me yesterday at the coffee shop. And I made those. I got to sew these down so they're in place. The little slime drips. And then I need to and then I saw the sleeves on him. They only come to like right here on him. So I know I need to add, I know the cuff is going to add about, I like it about this wide, about 3 inches wide. So I need to add a border in between just to make it, it was better to be too long than too, he can push them up, you know what I mean? But I don't want to make them too long, but I know I need to make a border and then add about 6 inches, I guess, to it. But look at that. And it will line up with the stripes. Let's see. So this is the sleeve. This is the hood. Let's see. So here's the hood. Okay. Here is the sleeve and the shoulder right here. There's a shoulder. This is the front panel of the cardigan, and I'm going to do it higher, but it's going to be lower. The pocket will be lower. But do you see how I made it to where I have to put it? Oh, dang it. I should have done it the other way. Dang it. That's okay. His pockets are going to be there. What if I did the pockets this way? Sideways. I don't think so. I'm going to put them to the side, but you see how they line up with the color? I may do it where it doesn't line up with the color, like the white on the black. What does that look like? That looks nice. I might move it like that because this is exactly the position I wanted. I should have made it white, black, white. Instead, I made it black, white, black. And now I'm going to put it on like that. Thank y'all for helping me and showing me this. I'm glad I showed it to you, LG. I worked out something in my brain there and what I'm going to do. Good thing I don't have to think about that later. That takes a lot of energy. Ooh. Anybody else here? I definitely will. Do y'all want to see mine? I'm going to turn you like this because there's something there I don't want you to see. Okay, you can go that far. Do y'all want to see mine? Mine looks funny on me whenever I put it on and I have my little buns on. But this is what I'm trying to recreate. My dog thinks I'm going outside. I'm not going outside. Woo! And it looks funny on my buns. But when I don't have buns on, it looks really cute. Like, really, really cute. And this is my jacket. Ah! Woobles! Stay there. Okay. I don't have any buttons, but maybe I should now. When I made this, I was a little bit bigger, and I love this jacket. Look how it just, you could just wrap yourself in it, and it's so nice. Then you could just put the hood down. If I have my buns on, I could just go with my hood down. Every time I put this on, I want to dance. Okay, that's enough of that. Oh, you know what? I'm going to keep it on because it's kind of chilly in here. It's about a chilly. Okay. Thank you, Tangled. Okay, Amy, I know you're still here. Haven't left, just busy hands. That's okay. Thank you. Thank you, Manuela. Thank you. That's high praise from you. See how this is? I would make his a little, I would gather it more because I learned from this one because this is my very first one that I just made out of thin air. And, I love it. Okay, so I'm going to put this aside for now because I will just do it in chunks. My baby wants to go outside, but you're stuck with me, lady. Where's the hood? Here it is. Okay. Okay, that's not how I want to fold it. I want to fold it like this with the seams of the shoulders. Sorry, you have to watch all this. Not sorry. Okay. So anyways, this was a good meeting. I did a lot of talking and a lot of work. I just have to attach this, but I'm going to leave it when I feel like I can really do it. Right now I'm like kind of burnt out on it. So they're going to be away for a week. My daughter and my son-in-law that this is being made for. So I don't have to have it done soon. And plus it's mostly for Christmas. I'm going to tell them you're not getting anything else for Christmas. This is it. And my mother-in-law used to tell all of us that and tell the kids, this is it. This is your Christmas present. No more, no more. And then Christmas came and we were flooded with presents. So we thought it was hilarious. I'm working on something else that I want to show you because I'm kind of ashamed of it because I think it's not going to work out. And I don't want y'all to see it until I actually finish it. And if it's bad, I will show it to you, but I don't want to show it to you while I'm making it. I don't know why, but I just don't want to. Oh, can you still hear me? Ooh. My dog's name is Cha-Cha. Cha-Cha. Come here, baby. Come here, baby. Come here, baby. Come here, baby. Come here, Sassy. Come here, Sassy. They want to see my Sassy. Just my baby. She got me in the mouth. Oh, you silly thing. Say hi to everybody. Say, hello, my name is Cha-Cha. My mama knew me before I was born. She asked for me. I have a friend that she told me her puppy was pregnant and was going to have puppies. I was like, I want one. I want one. And she just chose. And this is my baby. My baby, she is shivering like a chihuahua. I wonder why. Why are you shaking? Why are you so scared? What's up? Oh, baby, it's okay. We can get down. She has a little bed underneath here. And I have 3 dogs. One of them, the other one is a black and brown chihuahua named Coco. And sometimes I call her Cookie. Then I have one dog. This dog, supposed to be a chihuahua. They brought it home. And I looked at its paws and I was like, that ain't a chihuahua. She's a huge dog. And when I say huge, people with pit bulls, people with other dogs, medium-sized dogs, they laugh. That's not a big dog. I'm like, she ain't a chihuahua. But they told me she's a chihuahua mix. And I was like, what? Y'all know the story of Daisy, right? She's a bird killer. What is that? Oh, nothing. It's a reflection in the glass of the ceiling fan, and I thought something was on fire. It looked like smoke. Anyways, I was in the emergency room, and my daughter calls me, who's a vet tech, and she says, somebody brought in a dog that they found. Mom, do you want it? It's so cute. It's a Chihuahua mix. I was like, no, I'm in the emergency room, right? Yeah. I said, I got to go. The doctor's coming. And then it turns out, and they reminded me the other day, they said, you were in a doctor's appointment. I said, I was in a doctor's appointment, and they found stuff in my blood, and they sent me to the hospital. Oh, and I said, I got to go. And then the next call I get is, Mom, another daughter, I'm bringing your dog home. I'm like, what? And then the next call, everybody was deciding what in the text and everything, what to name it. And they named it Daisy. Now we had to keep it. If you name it, you keep it. Thank you. Vima, hello. Hello, Vima. Have you been there crocheting? Or are you just popping in? What else do I have to tell you guys? Do you know that on my desk I have this? I never showed the picture. I was going to see my other pair, but I want to keep it. I don't want to get rid of it. I was thinking about taking the arm off of this one, but what if I need it? Like if I'm laying down in bed and I still want to read, I can be like this. I should put it on. Oh my gosh, I should, because I hate when the arm is there. Oh, this is so good. Oh, you know what I could do? I can add a stick on here and make it one of those little handheld ones. Okay. Well, anyways, it's sitting on my desk because I'm not going to get rid of it. This used to be in my car, hanging off my rearview mirror, but this is meant to be an ornament, or look, a keychain. So I don't understand. Oh no, I think I added that keychain. So I think it was an ornament. But it was put together with hot glue. So it was in my car one day whenever it was hot, and it fell right off. So I tried gluing it on here, but it's still unstable. I'm going to do it again. I may do a little wrap of something on here. I don't know. But I got to put that in my car, because can you imagine when I'm driving and it's sunny, my whole car has disco reflections all over it. I love it. She's waiting to go outside. Okay. My glasses, my real glasses. Let me put all these things back in here so they don't get lost. They don't get lost. The yarn mostly. Okay. I love my sweater. The only thing I don't like is, look at all my things are poking out. I'm so bad about it. But my crochet friend told me to use fabric glue, and I'm going to lay this down, and I'm going to just put fabric glue everywhere I see these little things and then cut them short. But it's so fuzzy that I think I want to take an iron to it and just kind of, like I say this, melt it. But truly that's what it's doing, is melting the acrylic when you heat it up. But if I took the iron to it, you know what I mean? Because I took a flat iron to my name tag and it made it so soft and silky. So I think I'm going to do that. What are you trying to do? My dog is trying to get inside the sweater I'm making, the cardigan. Okay, guys, thank you for coming to the Yarn Room's weekly crochet meeting. I enjoyed talking with you guys, and I love hanging out with you. Thank you, Liz. Hi. Hi. I'm signing off already, guys. But look, go watch my videos if you're new here. I have some interesting videos. See if you like them. Go to my channel page and I have links there for Amazon, things that I use day to day. Like I found the link for one similar to actually the same one, and they come in different colors to hold all your needles. I need to get one for myself. But see more. I also have a link there for an Amazon wish list of mine if you're interested in that. If not, just ignore it. And then you can become a member of this channel if you like. I don't do too much for the members, and I feel kind of bad about that, but I guess not bad enough to do stuff. I don't know. I hate to say that because that sounds awful, but um, I love y'all, and they support me, you know, monthly. It's $2.99, I think, a month that my membership is. So if you want to support me that way, that would be great. But the best way, the easiest way, the cheapest way is to watch my videos and commercials during the videos, and I get paid for that. And I'm not trying to get rich here or famous. I'm trying to have fun and teach anybody who wants to learn anything that I might know in the way that I do it. So go check out my channel, check out the community, go talk, go leave me pictures of anything that you're working on, anything, you know, you want me to see your front yard or something like that. I don't mind seeing all that. The only rules we have around here is to be kind. Be kind. So, okay, guys, love you. Let's see. What is everybody saying? Please, I am making a crochet bag. Yay, LG. For your friend. That's the best thing. I love it. Yes, I have a tutorial for the scrunchies. And I think that maybe I have amended them by adding more stitches. But I think I'll make another one because I've run out of these. And I gave my last ones to my daughter. She's at Comic-Con today. Woohoo! I wonder how they're doing. I got to call her. I need to make more, but this is from the Dollar Tree chenille, but you can use whatever. I used to make them out of acrylic, but I don't like it. I like the chenille. It's a lot softer. And they just go on my buns. And then I make my bun, and then I just cover that. I just throw it on top. And it's the same color as my hair. So I love that. That's why these are my everyday ones. I want to wear like pink ones, but then I feel like I'm some sort of little kid or something. I don't know. Well, anyways, I've got to go, people. Oh, you had a phone call. I got to go, Rita. Okay. I love you guys. Thanks for coming by and hanging out in the yarn room. Bye. Love you. Love you.